welcome to CSL TV. And I just hope you guys are having a beautiful, blessed day. Now, if you're new to the channel, this is just a review, a reaction, as well as an informational channel. Hopefully the informational part help you and someone out. And we just watch, videos, talk about them, stuff that go on in the world, educate each other, as I should say. And I just gotta thank the people that's been rocking with your boy, because you could be somewhere else, but yet you're rocking it out with CSL TV. And as you guys can see, this sick ass Wisconsin teacher named Madison Bergman, who was arrested for making out with an 11-year-old student in her classroom. Now, I don't know what type of mental issues she have, but how the hell could you see yourself making out with somebody that damn young? That's a baby. But there was also additional charges that would land her in prison for the rest of her life once she get convicted. And then the crazy part was her boyfriend and her was about to get married. Of course, he called that shit off because you ain't the person he thought you is. But then again, I want to know what type of man he is, because if she doing this with an 11-year-old, I don't know. They don't really say too much about him because they were about to get married. But anyway, I just hope you beautiful people have a blessed day. Let's get it.
This story out of Atlanta is shocking. This is 35-year-old Reggie Folks. He was driving for Lyft to make some extra money while pursuing his passion for professional wrestling. But things took a turn when Reggie picked up a passenger just after midnight this past Wednesday. That passenger was 34-year-old Kobe Minor, an Atlanta police officer who's been on the force for nearly 6 years. The officer says the ride began as normal, but he quickly started to feel unsafe. He says Reggie began talking on the phone in another language. Minor claims he felt threatened, and as the car approached a red light, he asked Reggie to pull over. Reggie didn't stop. When the car finally stopped at the light, Minor tried to exit the vehicle, but says he couldn't open the door. At this point, Minor claimed Reggie turned around and reached for him in the back seat. Fearing for his life, Minor pulled out his firearm and shot Reggie 3 times. After the shooting, Minor broke the window and escaped the vehicle, waving down a passing driver for help. When police arrived, they found Minor lying in the road in a surrendering position. He told officers that he believed he was being kidnapped and that Reggie was trying to recruit him into a gay fraternity. Reggie was found dead at the scene. The officer has been charged with murder and aggravated assault. He resigned from the Atlanta Police Department immediately after his arrest. He was already on unpaid leave due to a previous drug-related arrest. Critics say this incident highlights a deeper issue of abuse of power and lack of accountability within the police force. According to a report by the ACLU, police misconduct is often swept under the rug, allowing officers with questionable records to remain in uniform. Many believe that more must be done to hold officers accountable for their actions. This shooting is still under investigation.
Well, all I gotta say is we didn't hear if this guy was locked up or not. We just know he resigned from the police force, and he was already on an unpaid leave because he got involved with some drugs. Now, if you're on unpaid leave involved with drugs, that means you was a user, or you was stealing evidence, or some nonsense bullshit you wasn't supposed to be doing and you got caught up. So now this guy, a killer who's just roaming the streets, you know what I'm saying? Like, why ain't he locked up? Just because he's a ex-police officer does not give him the right to be out here roaming and shit like that. Because what if you have an episode? I mean, he already have a past of being in trouble that made him be on unpaid leave. Maybe this was just a trigger, because who knows? I mean, shit, maybe he mentally going through something, I feel. And this was just a triggering point, and that's why he heard that language. And maybe he was traumatized from the drug case, that he thought it was one of them people, because that just did not sound right. I mean, I don't know. His whole story don't sound right, but it is an investigation going on, and I just hope that, justice is served the right way.